Hello everyone and welcome back to War of the Chosen post-release. That's right, War of the Chosen has now been released, so for anyone who is waiting to purchase the game so that you could buy it and actually play it, it is now available for you. Now in the last episode we met the Chosen, we also met the Lost, well last two episodes I guess, and we also met two new characters, part of Resistance Factions, and then lost one of them. That I'm feeling particularly bad about. Are they in the memorial?
We've done what we can to honor our fallen soldiers, Commander.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's not much, but it gives our people a chance to pay their respects.
Indeed.
This is the voice of the Resistance, reminding you that the aliens will never admit defeat, even after our brave fighters have driven the last of them from our world. So never give up hope. Never surrender.
Okay. Do we have all kinds? Oh, we've got 71
Your old man would be
lost
proud of
heads.
what we've managed to do here.
Wow.
What you've managed to do with this ship.
I just wish he had lived long enough to see us fight back. To know that it wasn't all for nothing.
I'm sure he
Trust
knew.
me, he knows. If there was one thing your father always kept in mind, it was his faith in humanity. He knew we could win on our own terms.
Very nice. Right, okay, well I guess it's time for us to go and see if we can find our... Oh. Very calm and collected there. You look a bit like a sly one, my lord.
It would be so easy.
Harder than you think.
Good to see you, sister.
Miscreants, restrain yourselves, lest you be restrained.
No, the three of us, called upon together. Something has changed.
On that, we are agreed. The battlefield has shifted. Our masters have need of us once more.
Sounds to me like they're afraid.
You dare defile this place with your wretched tongue?
Oh, I dare.
There doesn't seem much love lost between these siblings.
Our children. Each of you possess our strength. Each of you possess our wisdom. Of all our creations, you are truly blessed. Your charge was a simple one. The subjugation of those who can see our grand design faltered. We have been pleased. Until now. Our greatest asset has been lost, stolen from us, while our strongest did nothing. We are disappointed.
Thought you were the strongest.
Arrogance, defiance. You have walked among the humans for too long. You have been corrupted. You can be reclaimed. Yet perhaps you may also be redeemed. Perhaps you all may be redeemed. A greater battle lies ahead. Our time on this world draws to a close. Yet we need not abandon it completely at our departure. For one among you is surely ready to claim this world as their own. One among you is worthy. Return what was lost to us. Grant all who oppose our will. To the one that succeeds our everlasting favor. To the others. You are the chosen. Do not fail us. Now go.
Wow. I think like a little bit of sibling rivalry to get things started.
Commander,
lord.
we've just made contact with a new faction of the Resistance known as the Reapers. They're an elusive bunch, but this is their headquarters. We can scan at this location now to start benefiting from our newfound cooperation.
So this is the commander. Dragonova spoke highly of you and the rest of your team. Trust me, that does not happen often. You are all welcome here. I will admit I had some concerns with this alliance of yours, but from what I hear, this skirmisher, Mox, was captured protecting one of my own. Reapers have long memories, Commander. We will honor our end of the deal.
Okay.
Volk, out.
Okay, resistance faction located. Shadowhunters. New faction orders granted. Popular support 1. Scavengers. Covert actions are now available in the ring. The ring. Hunt the Chosen Assassin, Part 1. Rescue Soldier. Squaddy Praetal Mox. Gather supplies. Okay, now this is exactly what we want. We don't want to leave our brave soldiers as captives. No, that just won't do.
Your tenacity could prove your undoing, Commander. If you would seek a fight with me, I hope you are truly ready to match my skills.
Okay, the assassin Gurhur Masha. Commander, the Resistance has informed us that one of the Chosen, Gurhur Masha, has claimed control of nearby regions. If we go on missions in this area, there is a good chance they will try to defend their territory. Oh, fantastic. I mean, it didn't go that badly for us last time. Alright, so we've got a couple of scanning sites. We can gain... Oh, is it just gaining intel? We've got quite a lot of intel. I don't think we need more. What we need... how are we doing for supplies? We're really doing quite badly for supplies. Next engineer would be great, though. I'm gonna go and grab the supplies. We need to find out what this ring is. Is that something I can build? Or is it something I need to go to? It said, in the ring. Let me go and have a quick look. Have we got any... Is there a way to look? Actually, I don't think there is there? No, probably not. Unless it's a building that we have. Have we got a new building or anything like that? No, does not appear so. That is a little bit of a shame, but okay. We're going to spend a little bit of time gathering supplies and waiting for research.
I have made a number of interesting discoveries, Commander.
Fantastic. Let's go and have a
Commander,
read
if
of
we
the
intend
dossier.
on discovering the purpose of the chip we extracted from you, we'll need to conduct the appropriate research as soon as possible.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind. Codename Cypher. New facilities available, the Resistance Comms. New research is available, Resistance Radio, and Resistance Contact are available. Well, don't we already have that? Although conceptually, the idea of establishing a radio-based communication system for the purpose of organizing a resistance movement is nothing new, harkening back to any number of Earth's previous wars. What we hope to accomplish here is still no small task, however. The aliens are particularly adept at detecting our signals, with a vast array of technology and resources at their disposal. However, working in close collaboration with Chief Engineer Shen, we've begun to salvage some of the aliens' own communications equipment from within the Avenger itself. From studying the surviving log files, we've discovered an astounding number of simultaneous communications being distributed through their network at any given time. This has proven to be the key to our proposed solution. With so much traffic flowing through their alien network, it should be relatively easy for us to disguise our own transmissions among theirs, using the Avenger as our central hub. We can establish a communication network linking resistance outposts around the globe. Every new contract we establish should organize and strengthen the movement as a whole. Very well. The Resistance Comms facility increases the number of regions that we can make contact with. Further contacts can be gained by staffing an engineer here once construction is completed. Okay, now for the next item, since Tegan wanted us to look into the chip, alien biotech. Having successfully conducted the traumatic procedure required to remove the chip implanted by Advent, we now have an opportunity to study the inner workings of the device to gain better understanding of their motivations. Very well, let us begin on that right now.
I
It'll take
assume
3
you
days.
make that research a priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
Marvelous, and with an extra scientist, we should make reasonable progress.
Working within the tight constraints of the Avenger, I've had a difficult time finding room to conduct some of our more theoretical experiments. Perhaps the next time we set down.
You doing anything with black holes? Because I simultaneously approve and disapprove. Just try to keep them really small and well contained. That's all I ask. What's going down in here? We've got Matisse and we've got Minya. Minya's hitting the bottle, and Matisse, the looks of it, is like, I hate it when she gets like this. And Leafin and Sevilla there on the window, on the poster rather. Have we got any fallen soldiers? No, we do not. Okay, well, let us continue on. One day on cleaning the alien debris. That should not be a problem. Marvelous,
Commander.
in fact. Ooh.
We can now work to establish contact with local resistance groups operating out of regions around the globe.
Very well.
Once we've collected sufficient intel to make contact, we'll need to scan the target region for the operative signal.
Very well, we can do this. Communication systems are online, Commander. We can now make contact with the local resistance in West Africa. Once a region is contacted, any regions linked to that region become immediately available for contact. We can also contact East Africa. Well, we kind of need to make contact there. However, we've got 4 days on this. 1 day on both of these.
Just as you are driven to free your people from the perceived oppression of the Elders, the burden of honor instilled upon me since my creation drives my service to the gods, regardless of their intention.
Okay, that's a bit of an interesting one. Can we actually go there? We've not finished scanning. Well, actually, yeah, okay, we'll finish scanning first. There we go. Meta is a grenadier now. Fantastic. And any debris have been cleared. Let's view the room. Right, what can we build? Oh, the resistance ring. Here we are. Need 80 supplies for it. The training center need 125 supplies. I'm very tempted. I think we need the resistance ring. I want to be able to get pre-tel Mox. I don't want Mox to be subjugated to, or rather subjected to interrogation for longer than need be. I mean, come on, it's obvious there's going to be some sort of torture going on. So let's pass 3 days. Hopefully that'll give us enough supplies. Ooh. Research complete.
Much of my own research based upon this simple design. If only I had known.
That is one.
Commander, excellent timing. There's been some progress. I've managed to break down several key components of the chip implanted into your skull. My analysis reveals that its primary function was that of a conduit, passing a vast amount of data directly to your cerebral cortex. With the primary connection severed, much of that data is lost. Several fragments do remain, however. Ghosts, if you will. Observe. Tactical combat simulations. War games. The sheer volume of encounters you were processing was astounding. It is truly remarkable that you survived as long as you did. Though this may seem disconcerting, there is still some good news. This chip bears a striking resemblance to a medical implant I briefly assisted in developing at the gene therapy clinic in New Providence. My understanding was that the implants were intended for high-ranking Advent officers only, captains or above. Retrieving a chip from such an officer would be the only way to know for certain. A greater understanding of these implants would undoubtedly benefit us all, Commander.
Very well. Though I have a question to raise. Why did you
objective added.
Stab me in my eye with that crazy inventive torture weapon of yours if the chip was at the back of my head? Surely shouldn't I have had scars like you and you'd just taken the chip out that way instead of stabbing me in the eye? I feel you may have had a little bit too much fun with that operation, frankly, my lord. Right, we've got to complete the Advent officer autopsy report. Okay, fair enough. You don't need to tell me.
The Advent officers have clearly been modified to allow for their subordinates to receive new orders psionically. The implanted chip is the key.
I don't know, new facility available, the infirmary. Also, I can now perform a sectoid autopsy and the advent officer autopsy. Codename Nano. With a little time to prepare, we were forced to conduct an extremely invasive procedure on the commander in order to remove what appeared to be an implant carefully enmeshed within the occipital lobe. Although all indications were that the device was not designed for removal, concerns as to the commander's potential longevity and the risk of possible remote manipulation by the aliens left us with little alternative. Despite my concerns, the commander has so far felt no lasting effects from the procedure and appears to be recovering ahead of expectations. As for the chip itself, my initial findings are alarming, to say the least. The device is psionically driven by the latent energy of the subject's brain, in this case, the commander. More importantly, it appears the device functions as both a transmitter and receiver, relaying information via some form of psionic link. Even after removal, I've had to shield the device to contain the residual psionic fields surrounding the implant itself, for fear of what it might be capable of. If my current theory is correct, the commander may have played a more important role in Advent's operations than we could have possibly imagined. Very well. Okay, the infirmary. An engineer can be staffed in the infirmary to decrease the time our soldiers need to recover from injuries. Soldiers can be staffed here to remove negative traits acquired in combat. The hypervital module upgrade allows for the temporary suspension of a soldier's health for the duration of any single combat deployment. Suspension of a soldier's health? What do you mean?
Commander,
to find out.
The science team has grown particularly interested in this field of research. So much so that their inspiration could lead to vast improvements in our research efficiency. However, we must act fast. Despite their brilliance, they are a fickle group.
Okay, our science team had a novel idea related to the hybrid materials. If we begin research immediately, we should obtain results faster than usual. If we begin another research project instead of acting on this inspiration, the opportunity will be lost. So we'll just get that one faster. It'll take 1 day. Yeah, sure, okay. Go for it.
The science is eager to begin, Commander.
Very well. And we are eager to finish scanning, which we are still waiting on.
Strategic resource located.
54 supplies, hooray! Although evidence of post-invasion settlements still exists throughout this region, the area is devoid of life, relying on Aavak's main computer. Oh, this is what we read previously. Okay. Right, so, with that, we now have 110. Marvelous. Because I would very much like...
Commander, I appreciate you recruiting new staff for the engineering team.
Welcome.
But as it stands, we have people still waiting for an assignment. We can have them working on construction, excavation, or staffing a facility. Commander.
Indeed.
Now that members of the Resistance factions have joined us on the Avenger, I thought you might want an area where you can meet, to organize and plan future operations together.
That is exactly what I want, actually. The Resistance Ring allows managing covert actions and coordinating with the Resistance factions. Sure. I would very much like that to be built. Let's build one right now. It'll cost us 10 ultra super future bucks every month, I imagine, to maintain it. That's fine. Take us 12 days to build. And this is why I wanted to hold on to an engineer. There we go. You are assisting, so it's going to be done in only 6 days, which is much, much better. Right. Guerrilla Tactics School. Can we head in here and have a look? Got a couple people hanging out. Let's see. Angie Harris. Let's have a look at you. Train rookie. Yes. Let's go in there. What do we want to make you? How about another specialist? I think that would be quite useful. And then after that, we'll get another sniper, and then finally another ranger. And I think all will be good. New combat tactics. Can we actually get anything? Oh, we could get this now. I want more supplies so bad. We need more supplies. This is now a priority. Make contact with East Africa. It's going to cost us intel, but I guess we should. You know what? We could make contact with that West Africa, I guess. Or we can go get an extra engineer, which would be quite useful. I actually want the other engineer. I think that's a very important prize. So let's go and grab that one. There we go. We could then also
when inspired, our team is actually quite efficient.
Excellent. Assign new research. Codename Silica. With the limited resources available to outfit our troops, up until now they've had to make do with whatever makeshift armor Shen managed to piece together for them from various scrap materials, relying on methods that might otherwise seem outdated. We've developed a means of producing a multi-layered nanofiber weave capable of withstanding direct impact as well as any traditional armor, without the added weight. Our troops will still have to exercise caution. Even the nanofiber has its limits. It may be best suited to our forces who rely on agility over pure stopping power. In any case, I imagine our soldiers will be pleased to see any improvements over their current equipment. New research available, plated armor and new items, a nanoscale vest. Now, I'm not a big fan of the nanoscale vest, but plated armor, very much so. Unfortunately, lack of alloys. That makes me sad. We could... Sure, okay. Advent Officer Autopsy.
The Advent officers appear to be similar,
priority.
if not physically the same as the common Advent trooper in terms of power and agility. However, field reports indicate a more developed mental acuity, as the officers do provide tactical directives to the subordinate Advent forces.
Don't enjoy your work too much, Stephen.
Got an urgent communication coming in for you now, Commander.
Ooh, okay.
You have made considerable progress against the aliens over the past month, Commander. I hope that your ongoing efforts will only lead to further success.
Why, thank you. Resistance activity. Guerrilla Ops completed 1. Resistance Ops completed 1. Resistance Rumors investigated 3. Technologies Research 5. My lord, 5.
Chosen are a tough group to infiltrate, but we've managed to gather intel on their latest actions, and have a rough idea of how close each is to reaching their ultimate goal of locating the Avenger.
Oh. Okay. Knowledge. Planned activity. Retribution. A brutal crackdown on resistance, permanently lowering XCOM's income. What? That is not good.
Commander, we have intel suggesting the aliens are working on developments that threaten our ability to stop the Avatar project. We can conduct guerrilla operations to disrupt one of these efforts, but we'll have to choose carefully. We don't have the resources to intercede everywhere.
Okay. Rapid response. We have... Cities preparing. The aliens improve their threat response procedures, guaranteeing reinforcements on all guerrilla ops for a month. The last thing we need is more Advent dropping in on top of us, or hunt XCOM. A UFO hunts the Avenger. They keep imprisoning and torturing people. Eventually someone's gonna talk. Okay. Don't seem to be able to click on either of these yet.
Commander, the factions have pledged their support to XCOM, and they're ready to carry out your orders. As our influence with these groups increases, our capabilities will grow in kind.
Excellent. Resistance orders. Utilize the Resistance. Commander, each month the Resistance factions can be assigned orders which will provide bonuses to XCOM. As XCOM gains influence with the factions, additional orders will become available, and they will be able to complete more orders per month.
If you've got something new for us, Commander, my Reapers are up for taking on some additional orders.
Okay, new Resistance order received. Scavengers. All resource rewards from scanned rumors are doubled. Okay, Resistance orders are powerful strategic abilities unique to each faction. Resistance orders can only be activated at the end of each month. Popular support. Supplies collected from each supply drop are increased by 10%. Resistance, okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so wildcard order. I can put in anything there, and I need to raise influence in the ring to put anything there. I admit there are some benefits to stepping out of the shadows. Oh, some of our biggest scores came from rumors of activity in the old cities. I've no idea what scanned rumors are, but sure, we're going to do that. Can I pop one there? No, I cannot. That is a shame. Okay. Well, we'll go with that one.
Commander, we'll need to send our own soldiers out to work with the Resistance factions to complete these covert actions. They'll be gone for a few days, but this will help us build influence with the Resistance while generating material support.
Okay. They can offer us opportunities to advance the Resistance around the globe. We'll need to send away some of our troops for a number of days, but we're guaranteed to reap the benefits of our effort when they return. Okay. Oh, alright, so these are my operations that I can send people on. Templars, locate new faction.
This operation is going to require some field experience, Commander. We'll need to send one of our vets to lead the effort.
Okay. I need to send a sergeant. They'll get a promotion, whoever goes there. But I can't send anyone here. Faction hero. Add a faction hero to XCOM's ranks and gain new resistance orders and covert actions. Twilight teachers. From what we know of them, the Templars have relied on their psionic power to keep themselves hidden from Advent's prying eyes. They won't be easy to find, but if we send in a small team to explain what we're trying to do, maybe they'll see the light. Or the Reapers. We've got recruit an engineer, really. Someone's been trying to put together a makeshift army of machines out in the woods, but my people haven't been able to locate the engineer responsible yet. Want to take a look? Wow, the soldier will get +8 dodge? That sounds amazing. The assassin, the chosen, the elders... these chosen, the elders have sent after us, are nothing if not persistent. From what I've heard, you're the new prized bounty, and they're doing everything they can to find that ship of yours. The assassin has been especially irritating lately, so I say we pool our resources and find out where that thing calls home. I don't expect they'll take this sitting down. I hope your people are ready for a fight. We'd need a sergeant for that one. Additional resistance orders and covert actions, and here we are. Okay, personnel extraction. My people were born to hunt, to track and pursue our prey undetected. Send a few of your soldiers to help, and I'm sure we'll have no problem figuring out where Gurhur Masha took Squaddy Pretal Mox. It'll take 6 days to do. Influence is low, and we'll rescue our soldier. Unlocks a mission to rescue the captured soldier. Okay. A soldier will gain +9 dodge. You know who's going on that one then. If we can. Oh no, he's tied. Drat, damn it, Black. Well, as I'll be taking Dark Aavak down the same route that I took him previously, and that is the Ranger. Sure. Okay. Let's edit you. Let's make sure you've got a decent weapon as best you can, but I don't think I've got anything else to give you. No, I have nothing else to give you, so that's fine. And one other soldier. Sure, we'll send some heavy firepower as well. At least one of you will actually have a specialization. So that seems fair. Now let's make sure you're properly prepared. Can I build items? Because I would generally like you to... Okay, make weapons available, make utility items available. There we go. I could send you out with a med kit. I don't know though. 2 grenades is quite nice, but a flashbang might be useful as well, so we'll send you out with that. There we go. It's going to take you 6 days. Hopefully, you can locate Mox. Okay, there we go. And begin action. Sure.
We'll get the job done. Don't worry, Commander.
Commander, the Resistance has a hidden cache of resources stashed outside of Advent's reach. But that means we'll have to fly over and scan the area if we want to recover this stuff for ourselves.
Okay. Let's see. It'll only take 3 days to get 125 supplies. Make it so.
Avenger plotting new course.
That wasn't said because we just heard Riker. At least I don't think it was. Maybe it was. Maybe my subconscious is playing.
Nothing on the local comms. Advent's been quiet lately. I'm guessing we have you to thank for that.
Our pleasure, Den Mother. Enjoy it while it lasts.
We plan to. Our water purification
Massive signal coming from the Advent network tower. It's global. Sir, I think you'll want to see this.
Oh dear.
Fellow citizens, for 20 years, the Advent Coalition has worked tirelessly to repair the ravages and injustices of the old world. Under our stewardship, our cities prosper, our people flourish, and our world heals. And yet, among us, there are still those who would refuse to acknowledge the truth, who are determined to see all that we have achieved
Multiple radar contacts on approach to Haven Alpha 7.
That must end. Even as I speak to you today,
You've got incoming on approach.
Your
signal's breaking up.
Outlying territories to end this scourge once and for all.
They're right on top of you.
Losing you, Avenger.
Raise them again.
We will ensure your continued safety and well-being throughout this crisis.
Get your people out of there!
With your cooperation, we will overcome these radical elements and usher in another 20 years of peace and prosperity.
They don't stand a chance.
That they do not.
Commander, we should get a squad ready to deploy.
But I've got no one who's trained. Oh, this is gonna be terrible. Well, trust XCOM.
We have a squad ready to move on the Resistance Haven
Do
currently
we?
under siege by the aliens.
Do we
Give the
really?
word and we'll move out.
Only XCOM would wait until I had literally just sent away the last person who had any kind of training to throw a terror attack at me. Well played, you scallywag game. Okay, well, they're targeting innocent civilians in a reprisal strike. We're not going to ignore it, but that is something that we're going to do later. Where is it? It's right down there. Okay, it's just below the Reaper HQ. We're going to be doing that in the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Made quite a lot of progress, though it's mostly been base kind of progress. Still, progress is progress. We've advanced technologically quite a lot. But yeah, next episode, Terror Mission, with a crew of pretty much rookies. Oh, this is going to be fun. But until then, take care, everyone.